Yo, what's going on, YouTube? This your time again. Now you listen to the episode of Real Talk 100 coming live, and I'm gonna tell you about the alley. Hit the like button before I talk about this program. So if anybody know about the alley, I know you know. But if you don't know, listen to this. Listen to this too. You can get your ass up and you listen as well too. So all the new subscribers that don't know about the alley, you better listen very quickly and listen when I'm about to get ready to tell you about the alley. So let's get this shit started. The alley has started in 1972 in Los Angeles on the outskirts of downtown Los Angeles. It was in downtown. And it was started from the border from 3rd to 11th Street and in that area of the border of Skid Row, outside the borderline of Skid Row, on the very northwest end of the current fashion district at the time. The newspapers stated that 2,000 garment manufacturers was located in that area. So it was about, by 1982, the district had roughly 20 block area from Maple to Main, from 7th to 12th Street, had become the popular place for the Angelenos to seek fashion for a cheaper price. It was about over 500 retail outlets and key destinations for shoppers, including the Cooper Building at the Fashion Center building in the alley. Now the alley is now become the Santee Alley. It used to be called the alley back then, so now they call it the Santee Alley. Now the Santee Alley, where most workers that worked there was Asians, Latin Americans, and Asian immigrants. Most of them was Hispanics that sells all this manufactured stuff, all this fashion stuff, and buy, and then it have, I know things that when we first came to California, we went, my grandmother, auntie was in the car, and we went to the alley. So when I went to the alley, when I first seen all this good stuff, it attracts my eyes. So when I'm like, wait till I get my hands on some bread, I'm coming back and I'm gonna get something. So when I got off, I just got off, and the first thing I went to is the alley, cause we used to went to the mall, like the Fox Hills Mall or Baldwin Hills Mall to get our stuff. So now when we got the alley was pretty much bigger than those two malls put together. Hit the like button. So we used to go down there, and then used to go down there buy the good name brand stuff, and all the stuff that we used to have. Like we used to buy jerseys. The jerseys I used to bought before in 2000, 2001, and everybody used to have them, and they was running about $100. So I had the jersey, and I had the cap to match with, and I had another one too. So when I went and bought them, it was nice. We used to rock. We used to buy Rockaware, Sean John, Jabot. We used to buy the name print, State Property. We used to buy all that stuff in the alley. We used to buy those colorful watches. This is all 2000. I used to buy the red one, the blue one, the yellow one, the green one. It was like Jacob looking watches. It was Jacob. And it was like a Jacob looking watch. So it's like, I'm talking about the name brand stuff. So I used to take my girlfriend down there, and we used to buy each other stuff from down there into the alley. And we went there. I went there more than we went to the mall. So the alley was located between like Pico, then Olympic, then you got 9th Street over there in that area. And it started mostly like the 0.1 mile radius when it used to be the alley back then. They used to have all this stuff. So they have the North Alley. Then you got the South Alley. So it goes to right there off of Los Angeles Street. So you got it added on to more and more retail outlets. So when we went through the alley, it was a lot of people from out of LA. It's like even people that we seen going through the alley buying stuff. We had a crew, and we all used to go down to the alley on Saturday afternoon, and they used to go down there, and they used to get stuff. You can go down there, and holler at women, all that, the whole 9 yards. Because you see pretty women go down there to get their little clothes for the party on the same night. And then my brother, his partner, they go down to the alley to get their little gear, whatever, for the party. What's going to happen on Saturday night? It was a house party. So that's when all this was popping. It was real. It was popping. Everybody had money. Everybody was doing their thing. Everybody was smoking and drinking. It's like the Garment District is like the low high budget of people are think they top notch, but the stuff is all brand. You'll see. I'm gonna tell you, like you see a shirt, a jacket, a sweatsuit jacket, got a G on it, look like a Gucci, but it's really not a Gucci. It's like a fake Gucci. Then you see fake Louis Vuittons, all these stuff, but they still rock it. They still wear it. They don't give a damn what it was as long as it's like, okay, it look good on me. Hit the like button. So everything in the alley been going on, and the alley been going on for the next 52 years so far. This is the 52nd anniversary right now of the alley that started in 1972 when they used to start selling bell bottoms. They just start selling them long shirts, them button up shirts when they go disco or whatever. And they used to sell that type of stuff. It was the disco style back into the 70s when they buy all that stuff. Like in the 80s, they used to buy all this regular stuff like bell bottoms, all this cologne, Gucci. See, Gucci came out in the 80s. It was cheaper back then. They used to have Gucci inside of the alley, like in the 80s, like 81, 82. So now today's world, they got those suits. They got those nice suits where rappers be wearing, and you can wear that. It's like a suit. Then you got the cut up shorts. You got all this brand stuff where it's like money signs on his shirt. Like it's like a baller tisted clothes. You could say that. So when you go down there, they sell, and when they sells the nice things they have down there, it don't believe it. So I go down there so many times. I even go down there even if I had no money in my pocket. I even go down there just to look. That's how much I loved the alley at the time. I went down there just to look. I ain't went down there just to go. I ain't go down there just to go down there. I just went down there just to look. I had ran across a couple of my partners in the alley. I even ran across my brother in the alley. Real talk. Now, the alley, you could go down there to buy you a cell phone and get your phone activated. And when they were selling chirps at the time, they were selling the chirps in the alley as well. And I went and bought me a chirp, like the I-205s. Everybody used to have the I-205 or the usual stuff, the I-205s. They used to sell them, and when the the i730s came out, they used to sell them for about $200 or $300 for the new i730 when it came out like in 2002. Now they had the i830 when it came out in 2004, and I believe they were selling them more. And when they had the sidekicks, they had the push up, the Blackberries. They had all that stuff in the alley. They were selling it. Hit the like button. And we used to go down there every time we get paid, we go down there. That's how much we love the alley. Now, I seen one fight going on in the alley. It was a big fight, and it happened around, I believe it happened in 2021. I'm not sure. And it was, I never seen a fight going on in the alley. Because I heard there been some fights and some stuff was going on into the alley as well. It was once upon a time that two people got into a fight in the alley. The police had to be called in the alley. It was so much going on that we used to go. Then back to the story. We used to go buy these shirts. It had those logos on there like Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Murder Monroe with Tupac, and all this. It got shirts with money on it. Used to have all the, I'm talking about them funny looking shirts with the Sesame Street, just the eyes of like Cookie Monster, Elmo, and Big Bird. It was that everybody used to wear. And then not only that, in the alley, they was selling cologne, the off-brand cologne. And that cologne, I'm going to tell you about that cologne. That cologne, you do not want to buy. I'm going to tell you why you don't want to buy that cologne. That cologne doesn't stay on you. When you buy, it's difference between an $80 to $100 some dollar cologne and a $10 cologne. It's like you'll see a couple guys selling those perfumes in the roller. It was like oils, selling them oils, and you roll it on your body and stuff. I had bought some a couple times, and I ain't got no smell to it. It wasn't no smell. So you gotta be careful what you spend your money on in the alley. And now you see the other people start selling Louis Vuitton bags, Louis Vuitton wallets, Louis Vuitton belt buckles, Louis Vuitton backpacks. And that stuff costs about $200. You know, now when you go to a real extra store, you're gonna be spending thousands of dollars on Louis Vuitton bags. A scarf will cost you $250 just for a scarf to put on your head. Then that's what. So they didn't go and they went and got it they went and got it out of China. It was fake. It wasn't real. But same thing. I still like it. I still like it. People be saying, I like your bag. Even though the bag ain't even real. Even though they sell them for $200 some or $300. Only depends what kind of, who are you getting it from. And you go right past by that. They sell kitchen stuff. They sell all types of things. Any name you buy it. It's everything they sell is down there. Everything. So when you go down there, the people that come and visit, trust me, go to the alley. Go to the alley. But now, go down there with about $500 to $1,000, and you come up with a lot of stuff out of there. You'll walk out of there with like 4, 5, 6 bags full of stuff that you like. You can buy shoes, Jordans. You can buy jerseys. You can buy plain t-shirts. I used to buy t-shirts from out of down there. At the time it was $5. At the time. Socks. underwear, you name it, they got it. And it looks nice and spotless when you go. But when you go outside the alley, you'll go to those stores that look like you've been walk up in the mall, and they make it nice. A+ on that one. Now, the alley right now is still running. It's not going nowhere. It's right now. It's the 50th anniversary of the alley. Name it of Santee Alley. And like I said, the alley is a big hustle. Do you know how much that by the end of the night, do you know how much is they making in that one night? They making about over $1 million, over $500,000 a day. Between everybody, they making, between the whole alley, they making over $500,000 per day. Hit the like button. I'm telling you, it's real. It's almost like the flea market. You can go to a flea market and you can run across the same thing. Same thing with the rhodium. You can go to the rhodium, but they want to charge you 50 cents, 75 cents to get in the rhodium back then. So when you go inside, ain't no charge. You in the alley. You go around and you look for what you want to buy. You gotta look. You can't just, you like this, but you go further, you might see something else you might like that caught your eye. I like, wow, I like this one too. So if you go see this item, how much this item costs? $10. Now, if you wait till you go down there and you see that same item, they might charge double of what you're buying. It's on the pins. Or I can do it all the way around. You might sell it for about $10, $20, and you might get the same thing for 10. It's on the pins. It's on the pins. Then once upon a time, I went and bought a fur jacket for $120 in the alley. It was a nice fur jacket. It was all fur. It was fur. It was pretty. It was unique. I liked it. I felt like $1 million with that freaking jacket. I felt like $1 million wearing that jacket. I'm like, whoa. The reason I wore it a few times, but the reason I ain't wear it because I don't want to make too much noise. Because the stuff he was doing, it's outrageous. So when you buy stuff, you could buy food down there too. Now the food, I'm gonna tell you something about the food they be selling. Now back then, this is now. They be selling, it's almost like food porn. You can buy some chips and they put their meat and stuff in it, or you can buy a bowl full of noodles and they put all this meat, cilantro, onions, this, and they load your sucker up with corn, the whole 9 yards. It used to be. So the alley, I love it. When you go to the alley, that's why it be about over 1,000 people go through the alley. The alley starts from 8 and ends at 6 every day. The alley never closes. Now the alley might close on Christmas Day or New Year's Day or whatever day it is, but the alley opens 24/7. 24/7, 7 days a week. 365 days a year. The alley opens on Christmas Day. It opens from 8 to 6 on Christmas Day. Hit the like button. So you can go buy you a rug, you can go buy you a blanket, whatever you want to buy from down there, they got it. I used to go down there, even though I had no money, I go down there. Right today, I went down there. And the alley still up there right to this day. So subscribe to my channel. Hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching Real Talk 100. Real talk.